Hello and welcome. What we're going to do in this video is to check what are conditions in program. And again, let's check it out. Of course, we're working on Java programming language, and that's the syntax that we're that's examples that we're going to use. Okay, there are a lot as usual. Let's try this one. Let's see if this makes sense. If not, we could check another. Yeah, yeah, but let's open this one too, and this one. I'm just like whatever my instinct tells me to click there. So of course we already have that. And the next thing we're gonna do is open our Eclipse. There you go. While waiting for that, let's check this one. Java 18. Okay. So here you go. And how about this one? Okay. Alright, so I tried to search this one, and yeah, it gave me a lot of really good website tutorials that would help me in learning the condition statements in Java. Again, it doesn't matter what you tried to check, what website you tried to look for, or again, and if you want to read all of it, it's okay. But as my style and how I try to check and learn is we're gonna do and copy it and try if it makes sense to us. Yeah, here you go. I hope Eclipse loaded now. Okay, if you got the surprise, if there are a lot of things here and you haven't learned anything programming yet, I suggest you go through the first part because this is kind of a course and gradual and progressive knowledge sharing. So you have an idea why you're seeing things like this. Okay, back to this. How about okay? Um, how about let's try this one. Beginner's book. As uh, I haven't really of course I'm not a beginner in this, but might I guess you can try to check this website out, beginnersbook.com, if you would like to do that. If you think it suits you, or it feels like checking this out, but again, we're just gonna focus on this one. In this tutorial, we will cover the following conditional statements. How about we try it, right? But let's see if it suits us. It suits our level of understanding, and yeah. So first is if statement, and the example is this one. If the condition and it executes the inside of that condition. And going back to the code, it's the same as like uh, this block of code inside the method, if you remember, will be executed if we call it. Right, so I'm thinking, um, since we already have this bunch of codes here, try to yeah, this is an example, right? So if num, which is this one, is less than 100, and num, as you may remember, is 70, based on this code, you put you you set the num variable, which normally it's number, equals to 70. So num, which is 70, is less than 100, and it is if it is true, then the block of code will be executed, which will show this, right? Cool. And that's what we're going to do here. We will put our, let's go back here, our sets of system.out.println inside an if condition. Right. Okay. How about the first thing we need to do is just like, yeah, if just like going back to this, if num is less than 100, how about the data in is integer and the num is integer? Let's try that for 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 this purpose, and it's not really far off. So data int, this one and this one is less than 100. There you go. And how about we do this? And method example, we'll try to if you click X here, it will not be deleted, or will go, it will just not be shown, which will still be here. So, and what I would like to do is minimize this one, right? There you go. If data just like this, and we put a bracket. So I usually put space here, and when I press enter from here, it automatically generates the other closing bracket. Alright, cool. And then let's control S that one. If we're going to run this, let's see, it still showed a lot after the condition, right? So I'll try to flag this. This is so data stream. So what is it now? Let's oh no, let's go from here. Data value is now, which is this one, right? Is 53. But if we put all of this from here, I'll press shift and click this, click from there, I right click, cut, and put my cursor here, and I'll press Ctrl V to paste it. There you go. Let's properly put it there. Okay, so the whole block was put into this condition. So condition, if this is met, if data in is really less than 100, it will be called here, right? It will execute the code from this condition block. Now let's try it. First, of course, Control S to save it, and then run again. Let's check, and it's still there, right? And so on. How about we, so this is less than, right? This one less than. How about we make it greater than and Control S it? So is data in greater than 100? Of course, we know that data in is 53, right? So let's try it and run it. There you go. All of the codes placed inside the condition block was never called already, was never executed. Oops, I just put this one. I click this one. Doesn't matter. I'll just go back to the console tab. There you go. Oops. Let's just put it here. I'm dragging it back. Right? So that's basically the data. That's the if condition. you put a condition. So conditions are like, there are a lot. So let's just copy this. Copy, copy. Then this one. Nested. So there are a bunch. So greater than, less than, equal. If data is actually equal here is because this one you set right. So equal is two equal signs, and if it's not equal, let's just do that one. So let's try to uh, go here side by side. So there, of course, there are still, not saying it's advanced, it's some specific to programming language, but this is something that it's it shows the true condition, because sometimes there are types of condition like right now for me we don't need to understand at this moment. So let's just go to this kind of conditions first. Of course, there, if data is greater than 100, if data is less than 100, if data is equal to 100, and if data is not equal to 100. Since data int is not equal to 100, which is 53, it will still execute this one, right? If data int is greater than, okay, I'll just put it here, right? Code block will not execute because data int is 53 and it is less than 100, right? Let's go back. Data int is less than 100, so code block, let's just remove this so at least we'll see the whole comment, will execute because data int is less than 100, right? And how about this? It will not execute, right? Because data is not equal to 100. And the last one is it will execute because data is any number in data is not 100 will make this code block execute. So going back to the first, if 100, any number more than 100 for the data it will execute, so 101 and up. If data it is negative or 99 and below, it will execute. So data it must be 100 to only execute this one, and any number negative 100.1, as long as it's not 100, it will execute 101, 99, 101 above, 99 and 99 and below will make the code execute. Cool. Okay, so yeah, um, there are a lot of examples here in other, but again, first we focus the if. We did focus in the if now, and I don't know if this makes sense because it's the if condition 2, it's the same as condition 1. You just put it inside the code block, so no need to check on that one. How about if else? And this makes sense, right? So how about this one? There you go. Going back to this example, we'll just put this one, right? Less than 100. We will just use this condition, right? And I will delete this, delete, delete, and just remove the comment there. And going down, we're gonna check this one. If condition 1 is met, then L, if this will execute and these statements will not execute. If this is not met, the else block, the code in the else block will be executed. So let's try that. Okay, how about like this? The same, of course. It's just formatting. It's okay to use this, right? Let's, but for now, let's just try to follow it, right? It's just a preference. So what I'm gonna do is from this one instantiation, I will I will highlight this one, right? Press Control X, so Control plus X in my keyboard, and put my cursor here, and press Control V, which is face, right? And press save, right? So previously, all codes not executed inside the if condition, but now we separated some of the system that out at print time. So data in is less than 100, right? So it should execute the code block here, right? So let's try to run it. There you go. Data string value is this one. But how about if we make data int, since data int is previously 50, right? From here, how about I make it 100? I make it a 50. So 50 plus 50 is 100, right? So 100 is data int less than 100? No, it is equal. So what it will happen is that the condition is not met, right? If we make this one, the condition will be met. But for now, let's press Control Z. Let's check if the condition is met or not met. There you go. So we no longer see the string here, and we only see the string hi congratulations Joe. So where's this code, where's this text called, right? If we go back here and method example, just go back here and try to put it in the right name, and I'm double clicking this one so we will see all of it. So the hi congratulations Joe, oops, no, the hi congratulations, I'll close this one first, okay, and then I'll minimize it and do this. Hi congratulations Joe is from here, uh, just in case you're wondering, because you passed the, it can if the methods or uh, it, it doesn't make sense, again you can try to go back to the previous tutorial or knowledge sharing, or you can try it yourself to you know, understand it better. Of course I can say a million times on explaining this method, but again when you try it, you know, and you see it, you play with it, that's the part that you're learning. So try it, that's the best learning experience. Okay, okay, let's just go back here. There you go. This is awesome, right? Um, how about gonna go? You know what? This particular block of code from here to here, it's getting bigger. And normally, to make it easier to read, since you already put this one into a block, and the purpose of methods are putting something into a block, then you can put it inside the block, like this one. Public um, string uh, show block show block condition. Let's say block one. Then let's do that. Void, because we're not expecting a string here. Let's put void, and we put it here. Control X, and put it here. Hold V. Okay, data string is not instantiated here, right? So pass it this one. Robot string data string. Data int also is needed. How about we also put it into parameter? Int data int, and of course the same as data double. Let's put double data double. There you go. So no more errors. Now we'll now call this show block one from here, right? And pass. What do we need to pass? Of course, data int, as you can see here, because this one's data int initially was here, plus this one, right? Just click. So we could see data int, this one, and what's next? Data double, right? What's next is data string, and the problem here is this one. There you go. And okay, uh, again, the suggestion is the static. Static meaning you don't have to instantiate the block, the method. Uh, we did instantiate hello world here, but we can also make it static. So static is something like yeah. How do we say it? Let's try it. I'll try to Java static meaning. There you go. I'll just read again and then try to explain it in my own words here. Hmm. In Java, static is a keyword used to describe how objects are managed in memory. Okay, it means that the static object belongs specifically to the class instead of instances of that class. Variables, methods, and method classes can instead be commutable. Okay. Um, you make the method static. It's something like, of course, first you no longer need to instantiate it. So it says belongs specifically to the class, and not the instance. So meaning, uh, when you try to instantiate this one many times, it will create something new, and static will no longer be created. It's already there. But of course, it, I might not be making sense here, right? But let's just make it static, right? You can try it out and try this instantiation, and in the near future it will be described as you go along learning programming. So let's make it static. There you go. So how about this one? Uh, let's not make it static for now. Let's instantiate it. Same thing. And hello world, as mentioned before, so when you instantiate, you will be able to call the show block by using this one. Stop. Well, hello block, hello world, at, and you see this one, show block one, right? We will no longer double click this one or click, because it's, if I double click this one, it will create another show block. Okay, so it's okay, no error. And how about we do this? Also put this one into another show block too. Let's try to do it. Public void show block 2, and put the braces here and highlight this, cut, and put my cursor here and paste. There you go. There's no error, so that's good. We can immediately call this one, and let's just make it cleaner. Of course, we have to instantiate it again like this, and hello world show block 2. There you go. So our main class is kinda smaller now, right? And that's how you try to clean up your codes as well. Partly that's also one of the good things about doing programming, is try to clean up. And do not worry if it goes really long, right? I'll just maximize this, right? So for example, you're not able to see the, what does this mean? You can actually press control and go to open declaration. There you go, it goes back. And how about the show block 2? I press control and I highlight it, open declaration or open implementation will do the same for this case, right? And you can also use our outline. Oops, not this one. Oh, there you go. You can basically see all the methods here. It's like, as I mentioned in the first tutorial, it's like our table of contents. This shows the, excuse me, the table of contents of the class you made. There are a lot of trick tips and tricks here, but for me, I think that's the first thing you can use. You know, the pressing of control and go here, and it will go there, it will jump. So for example, if your hello world.java did have thousands of lines, you'll not have any um, mm, it will not be hard to go directly to that class, like pressing control and then going to that declaration or implementation. It's the same thing on this case, okay? Or you can actually press control F and search it, right? Press control O to show the same outline. Control O is outline. Then go to this one. There you go. And there are shortcuts here that you might want to check. This is like, click this one, Or there we go, last edit location. Where is our last edit location? Let's try. Okay, it's our last edit location is this one. Or how about we try to click this one again? There you go. And forward, you can play around. These are also very important. So just highlight it and see. And yes, so that is the if else condition. And I'll just close this one. What would be the next? Hmm, there you go. I think this is also the last thing to do for the condition is that if else if, so you have to add if here, else if, but you still have to put another condition. And else if can be so many condition, so it could let's try again. Maximum else if in Java. Let's There you go. There is no theoretical limit to the number. Okay, so there you have it. You can, if it's really important, then put millions of else if here, right? So we'll try this one. How about, of course, normally else, the else only, quote unquote, will always be in the last. So if like this, and another, as you can see here, if this one, and if condition 2. So let's say else if condition 2, then let's just, there you go. So there's an error here, but so how about if the int is greater than, how about one, it's equal to 100? Because if it's greater than, nothing will go now to this one, right? So we only, of course, you can have millions, right? So if it's equal, how about we just do this one? Hey, data int is also 100, right? And how to do that? Since data int is plus 150 is 100, so it will no longer go to the else condition. So after this one, this is our, this block, right? How about we put it here, right? And comment out this one. This is this. But since if it's 100 and this was shown in the else show block, which is I'm pressing control and open this one, right? Jane and Joe, shit, I press this one, there you go. But since it's 100, it should not show here, and it should not show this show block 1, show block 2. And let's press control S, run it. There you go. Since it's 100, how about 51? So it's 101, right? There you go. It showed the show block 2. How about 49? So what's the value of this one? 50 plus 49? 99, right? Am I right? That there you go. It called this. Right. There you go. Right. I'll just drag it back again. Oh, wait. Wait. I need to show the restore this one first. Then the console back here. There you go. And let's just put so there you have it. This is the if condition. If else if else if else if else if else if condition. And there's also just to give you an idea, there are also other Java condition types. Let's see what this is. There you go. Let's try this one. Or not that good. Let's try this one. Condition. Um, again, I don't want to read all of those words, but again, you can try. But let's try to see. I cannot see it, but yeah, there's also another type in the vanilla type, the Java condition um, switch, and it's almost the same as if else, but it's just different in it's just different on how it's being implemented. So if the case value is, you put the, let's see the examples, right? If case is A, so if, for example, string is A, string is B or C, yeah. Well, I'm not sure if it's kind of advanced, but there are some preference here. So yeah, so there you have it. Conditional methods come together here, and it made your code a little bit cleaner for the main method because it's easier to see. It's easier to see the whole block of code here. And again, IDE lets you helps you like easily go to whatever um, place you may want to go, or class or method you want to go. And conditions are again one of the basics of programming, that that's why you program it. If this is, if you input A, you output B, you input B, you output C, or you input Z, you output Z, something like that. That's how you program. That's why it's called programming. Yes. Okay. Thank you.